Oh, that was pretty sick. How much should I put in my Roth IRA each month? What's compound interest? How should I get started learning about finances? What if you max out your IRA? Got some pasta salad. Scarf this down really quick. And some bread with some butter. Ooh, that was spicy. My wife is trying to kill me.
I was just kidding!
We are live on Twitch and YouTube, y'all. Come on over. Drop your money questions. Should I get a 401k for my job? It depends. Do they offer any kind of 401k match as a benefit? Oh, that was pretty sick. How much should I put in my Roth IRA each month? So the goal is to max it out every year. So that's the goal. If you can do it now, do it now. If you can only invest each month, do each month. But $7,000 is the max this year. That should be your goal. Never stop gambling. 99% of gamblers quit right before they win big. That is the gambler's mindset. All right, so how would you recommend an average worker to get into investing? Love the gameplay, by the way. Thank you so much. So it's actually so much easier than you think it is. It's as simple as opening up an account, connecting your bank account, depositing some money, and choosing your investment. And ideally, you set up an automated investment every single month, which is also really easy to do. And you don't have to go and research and try to pick the best stock because most people fail to do that. So if you want to be better than pretty much most people, you'll invest in a simple, low-cost index fund. I highly recommend you go and do some Googling, learn what that is so you also feel confident about it. What is a Roth IRA, says Victor? Victor, Roth IRA is a retirement account. Gives you some awesome tax benefits. What's a CD? Certificate of Deposit. Can I put $10,000 each year in your Roth IRA? You cannot. You can only do $7,000 this year. Doesn't mean you shouldn't do it though. You should totally do that. What's compound interest? Imagine a magic penny that doubles in value every day for like 30 days. On day 1, you have 1 penny. On day 2, you have 2. On day 3, you have 4, and then 8, and then 16. I want you to repeat that 31 times. Let me know how much that is. It's a great exercise. That's what compound interest is. And a real life version of that is, let's say you have a high yield savings account that's paying about 4% APY. You have like $1,000 in there. After 1 month, you're going to earn about $4 in interest. And now you're earning interest on $1,000 of $4. So the following month, you're going to earn even more interest. And it's a snowball that's getting larger and larger, rolling down a hill. That's compound interest. Hypothetically, I'm 20, and have $12,000 to invest. What should I do with it? I think that's one of the most asked questions we get. I think we've gotten that question like 50 times now. Invest in yourself, put that 12K in a high yield savings, max out your Roth IRA. Those are the top 2 things you're going to want to do. Link on my profile for the one that I use. So each year is different, that how much money I can put in my Roth IRA. So the government will change it seems like every couple of years. So last year it was $6,500. This year it's $7,000. Oh geez. Is $10,000 into a certificate of deposit worth it just to make $500 a year? What else should I put it towards? So it's only worth it if A, you need the money in the short term. That's really important. So time horizon is critical when it comes to deciding what you want to do with your money. If you don't need the money short term, I'm talking like within the next 5-10 years, put that money to work, put it to work long term. Open up a Roth IRA, brokerage account, invest in your 401k, prioritize the tax advantage retirement accounts. Hey man, never seen you before, but good luck in your journey. My advice, play Counter-Strike 2. I was playing last night, not on stream, but yeah, I love Counter-Strike. It's great. I do like it a little more than Valorant right now, but I do like the Valorant community more. Just turned 18 a week ago. What should I be doing to get ahead? Learn some valuable skills. That means going to college, go to college, open up that high yield savings, open up that Roth IRA, get a part-time job if you don't have one. Do all those things. What did you do to first get into finance? Well, here's a funny thing. My background's in engineering, ironically.
What?
But then as soon as I learned that you can invest your money and grow it into more money, I became obsessed. All right, so let's do a quick little calculation. So you have that Roth IRA I was talking about earlier. You can invest $7,000 every single year. So let's say you're 18, you start young, you should, and you invest in that account for 40 years. And again, you don't have to put your life savings in this account. It's $7,000 a year. It's very, very, very much so doable. If the market continues to return about 10% per year, and we can look this up right here, stock market returns last 50 years. So last 50 years, the stock market as a whole, doesn't mean you're investing in just one company. You're investing in all of them, top 500 companies specifically, about 11%. But we'll round down. I think about the last 100 years, it's about 10%. So if you do that in your retirement, you're gonna have quite a bit of money. In this example, a little over $3 million. Now, what if you just kept this in a savings account? Let's see the difference here. Just a regular crappy savings account with Wells Fargo. That's the difference. Over $3 million versus less than $300,000. It's significant, man. We got to put our money to work. And the nice thing about this money, if you invest in your Roth IRA, is all these profits. And keep in mind, this is kind of cool too, but you see this chart right here, this blue line that's linear, that's the money that you put in. And your investment is growing exponentially like this. And this is compound interest. working for you right here. So by the end of it, you only put in $287,000, but you made over $3 million in profit, tax-free. All this is tax-free. What are you putting this into? We're assuming an S&P 500, a low-cost S&P 500 fund. What about 10K a year? Let's do it. So maybe you have a 401k. 401k, you can invest about $23,000 per year. So $10,000 a year, you're coming up on almost $5 million. And again, let's compare that with just a crappy Bank of America savings account. $400,000 versus almost $5 million. And again, this is assuming the stock market continues to behave the same way it has for the last 50 years. If I buy a stock at 150 and then it drops to 100 and I buy more, am I just losing money? That is a great question. By far the worst thing you can do when it comes to investing is say, I'm gonna wait. I feel like everything's too expensive right now. Let's just wait. It's gonna crash. That is the worst strategy. That's called timing the market. It's the worst thing you can do. Most people fail when they do that. So a strategy around that is what's called dollar cost averaging. So what you're doing is you don't care what happens in the stock market. You're gonna pick your investment, low cost index fund, whatever it is. You're gonna buy in December, January, February, March, April, May, June. You're buying every month, every week, pick an interval, and you do not care what happens in the market. You don't care about the news. You just consistently buy over time. And you can automate this entire process. You never have to look at it, which is good. To answer your question, you see this little chart here. Let's say you buy here in January for 150. You buy here in February for 100, and then you buy here, and then you buy here, and here, and here, and here. You're buying everywhere. And over the course of a long time, you're just averaging. Your average cost for that investment is going to average out. I hope that makes sense. Best ETF to invest in for the Roth IRA. I can't tell you a specific investment. Low cost index funds are great, and target date retirement funds are also great. Is dollar cost averaging a good strategy when the market is going down? Dollar cost averaging doesn't care about the market whatsoever. Doesn't care if the market is high or low or in the middle. You just don't care. You're just like buy every single month. It's a good strategy regardless of what's going on in the market. How should I get started learning about finances? Well, hit that follow button is step one. I have another channel called The Finance Engineer. Would appreciate a follow there. After that, just do some reading. So the website that I was just on, where'd it go? This one, Investopedia. One of the best resources out there. It's free. They have all sorts of cool stuff. You can learn about stocks, crypto, bonds, ETFs. If I open a Roth IRA, super easy. You go to SoFi.com/IMRAN, SoFi.com/IMRAN. You can also type in !bank, make an account, and you'll get access to a high yield savings, a checking account. You can open up an IRA as well, brokerage accounts, all sorts of stuff.